Hello everyone, my name is Yoon. So this week's topic is how we can settle down our bubbling mind. When you have a lot of anxiety and different busy thoughts in your head, how we can settle down and feel some peace. And a lot of people suffer by stress, and there are many different ways to do it, but I like uh, when the Buddha expressed his insight through Diamond Sutra. So first paragraph of Diamond Sutra, one student asked a question how I can settle down my busy mind, my boiling mind. And then the Buddha said, share something good. If you share something good, your mind will settle down. At the same time, when you share something, don't think I am sharing, because the essence of you is emptiness. Also, the person who receive your sharing is the emptiness. So it's all about emptiness. But behind that expression about sharing, I think there are very deep thought behind this expression. So when we have a stress, when we have many different busy thoughts, how it really manifests our physical body, your body feels really tight. It expresses as a muscular contraction. You feel very tight. So you have congested traffic jam in your body. So that pressure need to go out, or that pressure need to flow throughout your body in very smooth way, or harmonious way, or balanced way. So if you share something good, you have some pressure in your body. So through sharing, that pressure begin to release. At the same time, there are so much beauty in it. And so I want to share one story about sharing. So one time I was waiting bus at transit bus station in Aurora, and it was early morning, and I was waiting for the bus, and one guy, I think from South America, he was drunk, and he was asking the question that, do you have a lighter, because he want to smoke cigarette. And I said, I don't have the lighter. And then so he was a little bit disappointed, and then he was just sleeping because he was drunk. And then I thought, oh my god, it's like early morning, he was drunk, it's like he was really frustrated because nothing is working, and feels like I don't have any hope. So I gonna just drunk, forget about everything. So I was feeling that frustration from that person who sat next to me. And so when I was thinking about that exact moment, one guy passing by, and he was looking for the cigarette. He has a lighter, but he didn't have any cigarette. But the person who sat next to me, he had a cigarette, but he didn't have any lighter. So the guy, hey, do you have any cigarette? And then the guy said he had only one. And he was hesitating, but he wanted to smoke. And then he was contemplating a little bit, and then I have a cigarette, so let's exchange. So he got a lighter from the person and then smoked half of his cigarette and then gave to his cigarette to the person who asked cigarette. So they exchange like a cigarette and a lighter. And the moment what I saw was not cigarette and lighter. What I saw was sharing. Oh my God, this person is at the end of his rope. There is no place he can go down. But he had one cigarette, somebody asking. And then he can hold his last cigarette, but he like to share it because this is what I have in right now. And then I thought, oh my God, this is beautiful because there is a human spirit. We like to share something, and then you feel, so if you share something, you feel good. And if you feel good, begin to have some flow of energy within our body, and then begin to have some positive thought, and then something begin to changes. So I thought, oh my God, this is the human spirit and beauty of sharing. So I think if we share something good, we feel good. Also, it's practice of selflessness. So we take out something from our ego, and then much we create inner space within us, and through that inner space, energy begin to flow. So we feel that we don't feel any stagnant energy. We feel flow of energy, and if we feel flow of energy, and then we don't have any that muscular contraction, so we feel good. At least we feel okay, and then we begin to have some interaction, begin to develop some relationship between each other, and then through that relationship we begin to cultivate more energy, and because of that energy, it gives us some good feeling, it gives us good positive energy, because positivity comes from higher energy. And then so if we begin to feel that energy flow, and then we feel good, and same time if we go a little bit deeper, we begin to tap into that energy field. So if we begin to tap into that energy field, everything just flow. We begin to understand everything is a flow. But the thing is, it flows through me. It flows through our unique entity. It flows through our physical body. So we honor our unique individual, and same time we honor other person, because you need to have many different relationships. So that energy flow, and then tap into it, zoom into that flow of energy, and we tap into that stream of energy continuously. So what it means, we becomes life. If we becomes life, it is a possibility. It is possibility which we tap into it. That is another expression of emptiness, because emptiness doesn't have any form. It changes based on where you put your attention, how you perceive the world, how you feel. So it's a really dynamic process of human mind. So through that dynamic interaction, we enjoy that all those human experience. So if we enjoy all those human experience, and we don't feel stuck, we don't feel tight, and our boiling mind automatically settling in down, and some positive energy begin to arise, and you begin to sit on that positive energy, and naturally becomes meditation. So if we tuning into that flow of energy, it slowly the way how we perceive or what about ourselves, it changes. We don't see as ourselves as like this. We see more than physical body, because we tap into the energy body. If we really tapping into energy body deeply, we tapping into mental body. If we tapping into more deeply in mental body, we tapping into the pure consciousness. So that pure consciousness is our light. Our light can manifest it very infinite way. That is very exciting. So feels like simple sharing is very like just a sharing, but behind that sharing, we tapping into flow of energy, and then if we tap into flow of energy, we tap into stream of energy, we tap into that life force itself, and so we becomes life, we becomes nature, we becomes possibility itself. So our mind is good, because if we see everything's flow, that itself is Tao, that itself is Dharma. Because if we translate the words of Dharma to Chinese character, it's like a water flow, a state of a flow continuously. So we are good because we becomes life. So that is my understanding about sharing, and it's really benefit when you have a stress. So don't stuck with your stress. So when you recognize I have a lot of stress, a lot of tightness, and just okay, let's share something good. And then another way, you can have, yoga practice is good, like massage is good, acupuncture helps you to open up that blockage, whatever you are holding on to it, and this also you can do something what you are really enjoy. If you like painting, try to paint, express yourself, and then so if we express ourselves, and energy flow, and then we are good, and then somehow we begin to develop that like gratitude mind over time if we do it. So also if we feel tight and stressed out, that time the way how we perceive the world is narrow it down, because our muscle becomes tight, our perception becomes very narrow. So it's not good to make a decision or make a choice in that moment. You have to wait until you feel at least neutral and you feel good, and then if you want to decide something, you can make a choice. So I remember that how I can settle down my boiling mind. Buddha didn't say, oh, you sit down, just meditate. Just the first sentence in Diamond Sutra, share something good. And then don't think about I am sharing, just give. Because the essence of you is emptiness. The person who receives whatever you sharing is also emptiness. So emptiness, gazing at emptiness. You are consciousness gazing at consciousness. So, and becomes light. So this is what I like to share about how to settle down our boiling mind. Alright, I hope it helps, and see you next week. Alright, bye bye.